Harja, welcome back. In today's nice short video, I'm going to run you through St. Patrick, and he has a pivotal point in this because he actually gets us to get Oisín to tell his story. So let's go through this for our key vocab for St. Patrick. So the Intas on down na fur. Let's go for the first part here for Intas. Intas means surprised. So Intas on down, surprise of the world. It just means a huge amount of surprise. So there was, into sundown, a huge amount of surprise, and then na fur, on the men. Now the next part, nur a chonig sheet on cléachlú. Let's go for on cléachlú first of all, because it's a nice piece of H1 vocab there for you. On cléachlú means the transformation, on cléachlú, the transformation. I'm going to pop in the word for scaffer, and scaffer means horrifying or terrifying. So when you put these together, on cléachlú scaffer, the horrifying transformation. And then the middle part that you have is going to be your connector, right? And that means nur a chonig siad. And nur a chonig siad means when they saw. So let's bring the whole sentence together here. Into sundown, there was surprise, a huge amount of surprise. Na fur, on the men. Nur a chonig siad, when they saw. On cléachlú scaffer, the terrifying transformation, the terrifying change. Cheap siad gur cór dóibh. Now I want to bring you first to the middle part, right? Let's go for gur cór dóibh. Now that phrase gur cór dóibh means that they should. That they should. And now let's go and get you the first part. Cheap siad, they thought. So cheap siad, they thought. Gur cór dóibh, that they should. And now we have an infinitive, that they should or that they must have to bring somebody to somewhere, right? So let's go for on shanar a hurt leo gonev Pádraig. I'm going to pop this in red. So on shanar a hurt lo. Let's break this down nice and simple for you. We have on shanar, and then we have the infinitive a hurt leo. A hurt leo. Now a hurt leo means to bring with them. A hurt leo, to bring with them. On shanar, the old man. So bring your sentence together. Cheap siad, they thought. Gur cór dóibh, that they should. On shanar a hurt lo, to bring the old man with them. Gonev Pádraig, to, and then we have obviously St. Patrick. Fiach siad suas, nice handy verb. So fiach siad, they picked up. So fiach siad suas, they picked up on stranger, the stranger. You can call him the shanar if you want, there's no difference. The stranger and the old man are the same. Agus le tean a níhil. If you're going for your top phrases, we need a kind of a nice H1 phrase every now and again. So have a look at this one. Le tean a níhil means with all their might, with all their strength. Le tean a níhil. So they picked them up, le tean a níhil, and dumper. That's the verb to carry. So it's in the past tense. Carried. They carried. Dumper gonev Pádraig to St. Patrick. So they carried to St. Patrick. Diafrig is another past tense verb for you when you're Irish, and diafrig means inquired or asked. So St. Patrick inquired, St. Patrick asked. And one thing, do me a favor, never pronounce an FH in Irish. So that's why I'm going to go for the D apostrophe and straight into that letter I. Diafrig. Diafrig nev Pádraig. St. Patrick asked do of him, cérbh. Now I'm going to put this in blue. Cérbh is a lovely, and it's a very fancy phrase for you to have in your Irish, trust me. Cérbh means who was he? Cérbh, who was he? And the second question St. Patrick asked him was, Cadas tháinig sé? Cadas tháinig. So from where did he come? Cadas, from where? Dúirt an seanar gurb Oisín na féine é. Now I'm going to go for the part in the middle, your connector, right? Gurb Oisín na féine é. Gurb Oisín na féine means that he was Oisín of the Fianna, that he was gurb Oisín na féine. And now let's go and get your starting part. Dúirt an seanar. The old man said. So dúirt an seanar, the old man says, gurb Oisín na féine é, that he was Oisín of the Fianna. Dúirt Oisín gur chaill sé. Again, let's go for the middle part for the connectors. Let's go for this one, right? What does gur chaill sé means? Gur chaill sé means that he lost, that he lost. Gur chaill sé. Now let's go and get your front part of the verb. Dúirt Oisín. Oisín said, gur chaill sé that he lost dhathúlacht, his beauty. Dhathúlacht. And again, you can use the word áilleacht as well for beauty, but both of these are fine. But one thing I think we should put in, and it's a little bit of a H1 phrase, but if you look at how small this little H1 phrase is in grey, not everything for a H1 has to be complicated and really long. And neart means his strength. So dúirt Oisín, Oisín said, gur chaill sé, that he lost, dhathúlacht, his beauty, and neart, his strength. Bhínig Oisín go raibh sé fágtha. Again, let's go for the middle part here. Go raibh sé means that he was. Rev, past tense. Go raibh sé, that he was. And the first part of your sentence, Bhínig Oisín. Bhínig Oisín. Oisín explained. Go raibh sé, that he was. And I have a nice word here for you. Fágtha just means left. So fágtha, left, an mblár folamh. Now, this is a key phrase. An mblár folamh. I would love if you could get this in. An mblár folamh means down and out, destitute, or kind of high and dry. So fágtha an mblár folamh. Fágtha an mblár folamh. Left, down and out, left, destitute, left, high and dry. And there's one thing. I've actually stolen a little bit of this from your essays on homelessness, healthcare and crime, but we'll come back to that in a little bit second. If you feel like you can add on another phrase, I have a lovely key phrase for you here, and it's to do with being very, very hungry. Now I have a question for you. What Irish would you have to say, I'm hungry? Tá ocras orm. Or maybe tá ocras an dón orm. And they're perfect phrases as well. But I've got something a little bit different. Na cragatha ochratha. Na cragatha ochratha. And it literally means on the rocks of hunger. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? Irish, very dramatic language, that's why we love her. But to be left on the rocks of hunger, it's a very vivid image where you're kind of panning around on the rocks and you're rolling around in hunger. But that's essentially where it comes from. So, Bhínig Oisín, Oisín said, go raibh sé fágtha an mblár folamh, that he was left down and out and starving on the rocks of hunger. But we're going to use those in the essays. Now you've got your standard phrase, bhí ocras an domhan So bhí ocras an domhan he was very hungry. He was starving. He had the hunger of the world on him. I have this word here, grim bia. Grim bia means a bite to eat, a bite to eat. And then let's go for ní raibh. There wasn't. So ní raibh, there wasn't. Grim bia, a bite to eat. And le hithe aige means to be eaten by him. To be eaten by him. There wasn't a bite to eat to be eaten by him. He didn't get to eat anything. Now, chun an cua a hógáil dtír naomh Pádraig Oisín scéal bheatha a insin dó. Let's go for this part here, right? Dtír naomh Pádraig. And that means Saint Patrick asked. Oisín means of Oisín. He asked of Oisín. Dtír sé Oisín. Scéal bheatha a insint. Now we have a lovely infinitive, and we love an old infinitive, don't we? So let's go for this. Scéal bheatha a insint. Let's just take this part first, right? We have scéal bheatha and a insint. Let's do the verb first. Let's do the infinitive. A insint means to tell. A insint, to tell. And scéal bheatha means his life's story. His life's story. So bring the two of them together. Scéal bheatha a insint, to tell his life story. The dó, dio fada, just means to him. So scéal bheatha a insint, dó, to tell his life story to him. Now there's a part there for you in grey. If you feel like you can add it on a little bit more, let's go and have a look at this. Chun an cua a hógáil. Now we know the word chun in Irish, C-H-U-N, means in order to. In order to, like pour in French, P-O-U-R. Our version in Irish is chun. So when we use the word chun in order to do something, we're going to use an infinitive. So let's have a look at your infinitive. An chua a hógáil. An chua a hógáil. Let's go for this one. An chua, a hógáil. A hógáil means like to alleviate. An chua means the nostalgia, the homesickness, or the sadness. So bring it together. Chun, in order to. An chua a hógáil, to alleviate the sadness, to alleviate the homesickness. Dear Naomh Pádraig Oisín, St. Patrick asked of Oisín, scéal bheatha ancient, to tell his life story, and do just means to him. And that brings us to the end then of the part that St. Patrick plays. Now at this point, the story kind of stops. We've got the first part is done. St. Patrick says, tell me your life story. So the next part, or the middle part of our material, Oisín is going to go back and he's going to tell us all about Naomh Cineor, how he met Naomh, and how he ended up leaving Tír na Nóg, and how he came to be in the predicament that he's in now. So we're going to get the middle part of the story. But that's it. That is your first part of Oisín done. So folks, as always, make sure you tick off the top to remind yourselves that you have revised the material. And again, any problems, any issues, remember we're live every Thursday. We also have our knowledge checks that we can do, and we also can drop in with the Irish questionnaire form if you ever want to ask me any questions, pertinent, life-pressing issues, life-pressing questions like, how old was Oisín? Something's keeping you awake at night, just drop me a little email there on the questionnaire form and I'll be happy to help you. But other than that, folks, well done. Gur míle maith, you were deadly. Slán.